How can you overcome fear when you're a brand new real estate investor? Let's talk about it. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Cody Sperber, the Clever Investor here, and I'm super excited to have a quick conversation with you today about something I think is extremely important, and that's overcoming fear when you're a brand new real estate investor. I'm actually on a working vacation. Those are my favorite types of vacations because my business is virtual, because I have it systematized and automated. I'm able to travel all over the world with my family. I'm actually in Mexico right now in a little place called Puerto Penasco. I rented out the penthouse here. It's kind of messy, but you can see, I don't know, you can kind of see the water behind me if I can get out of the way. Beautiful, beautiful. And just doing a little working vacation. My kids are out at the beach. I had to run back upstairs real fast. And while it's peace and quiet, I thought, I'll shoot this quick video for you. And the reason I'm doing it is because I was having a conversation with one of my students a couple days ago, and we were talking about overcoming fear. This particular person's brand new, and I remember when I was brand new, there was a lot of fear in that first 6 to 12 month period. And I want to talk about what is fear, and then give you a couple simple things that you can do if you're a new real estate investor to overcome it and keep moving forward, because you're not going to eliminate it, right? Fears don't go away. You just learn how to manage them. And that's pretty much what fears are. Let's first define it. Fears, and by the way, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I highly recommend that you do that. That way you get notified when these videos are new. I'm doing daily videos, and I'm doing all kinds of fun giveaways and contests, and you're definitely gonna wanna participate in some of those. All right, so fear, what is fear? We've all heard the acronym FEAR is false evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. It's a very real feeling. It's a form of anxiety, and it's very scary when your physiology starts overriding your mind, creates a chain reaction where you start looping over all the negative things that could potentially go wrong, and your physiology starts to change, and your hands start to sweat, and you get that sinking feeling in your pit of your stomach, and your mouth goes dry, and you start panicking a little bit. If you've ever done any public speaking, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's not a real threat like it used to be thousands of years ago, where fear was a very real thing. It was, you don't want to get eaten by a hungry, wild animal. It would not be a good thing if you were a caveman. So fear was real back in the day. But nowadays, I know a lot of people, good people, that hide behind their fears and end up making a bunch of excuses and pointing the finger and blaming others. That training wasn't good, it was old and outdated, that information was bad, that advice was bad advice, oh, that person just got lucky, oh, it's not the right timing in my life, or I'm not lucky enough, or whatever those excuses are. They start hiding behind their excuses and allowing fear to hold them back. And even though it's a very real feeling, it's manageable if you do a couple very simple things. So first off, let's just think about what happens when you start feeling fear. The anxiety comes and you fall back to your comfort zone. Because anytime we start pushing ourselves, that's where the uncertainties are. That's where things are new. That's where we cannot anticipate what to do next. Most cases, we're not scared if we know what's happening next. Fear to me is nothing more than all the what ifs in the world. What if I put myself out there, start a business, and it fails, and I look stupid in front of my friends and family after, selling them the dream. I fail miserably publicly. That's gonna feel horrible. What if I make that phone call and I don't know what to say, and they think that I'm stupid, or I sound stupid, and they hang up on me or cuss me out? What if I go on that appointment and immediately they look at me and they prejudge me because I'm young looking, and they don't take me seriously, and I don't get the deal, and I fail miserably, and I have to walk back to my car or my truck, with my head down and the contract blank? What if I fill out the paperwork wrong and I get into legal trouble? What if I get into a deal and I can't get out of it? It ends up being a bad deal and I get stuck in a bad deal. What if, I form a partnership and it goes south and I lose a bunch of money? What if, right? It's all the what ifs. And here's what I found. I flipped over 1,000 houses, done all kinds of big things in this business. And when I look back over the 14 plus years I've been doing this, none of my fears have come true. I mean, sure, I've been told no. Sure, I've gotten hung up on it. And sure, I walked away from the house without getting the contract signed. All good real estate investors have. That's how you learn. That's how you develop your inner strength, your inner wisdom, your capabilities so you can make quick decisions. Those are actually good things. You want those moments to happen, those fall in the dirt, get mud on your face, battle scars. That's where you form that strength to become great. But the big fears, the what ifs, the what if I fail miserably, my friends laugh at me, or what if I get stuck in a bad deal, and what if, I lose money, and what if, it very rarely, if ever, actually happens the way your mind is tricking you to believe that it will. That's the false evidence appearing real part. That's the false part. And I know for me, there's been a couple simple things I've been able to do to overcome my fears. First and foremost, all right, I'm gonna give you 3 quick ones. First and foremost, remember how I said when you can anticipate where to go next, it's not as scary, therefore the fear feeling doesn't come up? You need to become a student of the game. You can't be out there winging it. If you're not studying the people playing the game at the highest level, in mirroring and modeling what they're doing, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Go out there and find somebody crushing it, somebody that you respect, somebody that you look up to, somebody that you want to be like, and just do exactly what they're telling you to do. Don't make it your own. Don't go, I'm going to try it this way. Oh, that didn't work. And I'm going to take part of this and I'm going to try a little bit of this and a little bit of what I'm bringing from my past experience. No, don't do any of that. Trust the process and follow it to a T. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, like a formula, like a recipe. That's what good coaches and mentors bring to the table. They teach you what you need to know, and typically it's things that they had to learn through the school of hard knocks. And I can't stand it when people are like, man, I'm working 24/7 and I'm failing every single day. I'm screwing everything up and I'm learning through failure. Look, I think you are going to learn through failure, but you shouldn't wear that as a badge of honor on your sleeve. What are you, stupid? We want to get there further. We want to go further faster and get there faster and make a lot of money so we can live out our dreams. We don't want to waste years and years and years trying to figure this stuff out. So step 1 is finding somebody that can teach you exactly what's working and trust the process and follow that model to a T. All right, that's step 1. Also, like a good mentor, you want to have an accountability partner, somebody that will hold you accountable for taking action. Remember, knowledge itself is not power. What's powerful is when you focus that knowledge on activity. That's when it becomes powerful. That's when it's literally like 1 step leads to 10 steps, leads to 500 steps, to 10,000 steps. Before you know it, you're going miles. You're going whatever more than miles is. And you're on the path to greatness. And accountability partners are really, really important. I've done a really good job over the years finding accountability partners and pairing my students with accountability partners. So that way, when they get that good information, instead of having too much time to overanalyze and overprepare and overthink it, we just hold them accountable, push them, and get them moving. Activity is powerful. Just sitting there, hiding behind your fears, making excuses, creating the perfect logo, making your website awesome, saying all the perfect words, sitting there reading the manual 7,000 times, watching Cody Sperber videos until you're, not sleeping anymore. You don't need to do that stuff. Get the information and then go out there and immediately take action on it and learn as you go. Figure it out in real time. And just know that you're not winging it, because obviously I'm telling you what to do. Step 1, go do this. Step 2, go do this. Or your mentor's telling you, but trust, and you're going to trust that process, but know that you're not going to internalize it and really feel it and override your fears until you just get out there and do it. So that's number 2, find an accountability partner. And number 3, and I think this is probably the most important, lower your expectations on yourself. You're not gonna eliminate fear, but you can learn to manage it. And if you are your own, I promise you, I've done this my whole life. I am my own worst critic. Can you relate to that? I look in the mirror and I beat myself up way more than anybody else beats me up. Even nowadays with social media and all the haters and naysayers out there, I still beat myself up the most. That's just sometimes ingrained in us because of the way we were raised, or culturally, socially. We're always taught to stay in this little box and never stray too far out. Otherwise, that's dangerous. That's where the fear lies, the fear of the unknown, the fear of uncertainty, fear of failure, fear of success. That's outside the box. Normally, if you're playing average or playing small, you're not going to experience too many fears. But lower your expectations on yourself. Look in the mirror every single day and say, you know what? I deserve success. I deserve to have a life full of happiness and joy and fulfillment and financial security, financial independence. I deserve to be able to create a legacy for myself and my family. I'm not gonna wait for anybody else to do it for me. I'm gonna take control. And even though it's scary, even though I'm probably gonna screw stuff up, I'm gonna say dumb stuff, I'm gonna find myself in uncomfortable situations, the reality is nobody's gonna reach through the phone and grab you. You're never gonna go to an appointment where somebody's just gonna be downright rude to you and say, get off my effing property. And even if they do, it's not the end of the world. You might write an offer and you get told no. That's totally normal. 90 no's, 99 no's, however many no's finally lead to a yes. That's how you develop that stamina, that marketing stamina, that phone call stamina, that offer writing stamina, that cashing your deal checks stamina. And I'm telling you, on the other end of that, when you get to that point where like a faucet, you can turn it on and off and you can override your fears and continue to move forward. And before you know it, you're cashing check after check after check. And I'm talking about big checks. A $1.1 million check. One for a $3,900 profit. A couple little ones. One for $6,600, $147,000, $18,000 deal check I just picked up. One for a $4,000 profit, $18,000. One for $4,000. And one for a $5,623 profit, and a little one for $2,000. That's a lot of checks. Like I said, I love cashing checks, not because I love money, but because I love what money could do for me and for my family, and the capabilities it unlocks so I can help others. Once I got there, and it wasn't just me volunteering my time, but I can stroke a check and solve big problems, it was the greatest feeling in the world. That's when I really felt like, man, I'm living my life to the fullest and I'm able to make a big difference. And I took back control, and life is actually, I have a lot more happiness and joy in my life because of it. And I want that for you. Do you want that for you? You deserve it. So lower your expectations on yourself and have fun with it. But most important, just quickly as a repeat, number one, you got to find that information that's actually relevant in today's market and trust the process. Find those mentors, find those coaches, mirror exactly what they're doing. That's step number one. Then step two is have them hold you accountable, and whatever you do, don't sit there and over-prepare and over-analyze. You're never going to get to where you want to go that way. Like a rocket launching, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then go. All right? Activity is power. And then number three, lower your expectations on yourself. Realize you're not going to eliminate fear, but you can learn to manage it and have fun with it. And who knows? Maybe someday you'll be the OG real estate investor that you know you can be. And you'll be shooting some YouTube video a couple years down the road, teaching some other new real estate investor how the game is played. I hope that's the case. That's all I got. Like this video. Leave a comment below. What is your process for overcoming fear? Do you have a life hack, a mindset hack that you want to share with the rest of us? Put that in the comments below. Also, look in my description. I have a lot of great training and free resources in the description for you, so don't forget to check those out and make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that way you can play full out and hang out with your boy Cody Sperber whenever I post new videos. That's all I got for you right now. I'm Cody Sperber, Clever Investor, signing off for now. Take care, comb your hair. Till next time.